Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So, welcome back. I'm back from my trip, and I have been down for the count for pretty much a week, so very little, almost virtually no recording, because I was unable to really talk. I think I finally turned the corner, so I'm trying things out with some simpler things versus something like Flight Sim, where I tend to chatter a lot, right? Well, this may not turn into a video. This may be a mess. So just as I started to say that, I got a catch in my throat and had to cough and got rid of it. But anyway, we're going to try to get through this, I guess. I was a lot more optimistic till that happened twice. So I know I'm working through the career here and just trying things out. So this is one of those series just like Ranch Simulator where it's more of a story-based type thing, like Firefighting Simulator and Police Simulator as well. I'm just having some challenges with doing anything that seems like I'm functional in Firefighting or Police Simulator, which is why you've seen less of them. It's not that I'm not interested in continuing. I just tend to fall into, well, I know I can be successful here. So I'm going to start with an easy one, which is clean the dirt bike, because I think that should go pretty quickly. And then we'll take one of the other jobs, and that's likely going to be the coverage in this one episode here. So we're Joe Average. I like that. He's average, but average. In his home garage, there's got to be something up with my dirt bike. You see, I'm one of life's winners. Every morning I put 4 slices of bread in the toaster, but only eat the slice that pops up first. When I have a coffee, I only drink the bit that wins the race to my mouth. But on this bike, I always finish dead last. I'm wondering if there's mud stuck in the manifest or whatever it is, slowing me down. I'm also kind of superstitious, so I haven't cleaned the thing in over 15 years. Thanks. All right, so $50 of work there, and then he's probably then paying me $25 to do it. So let's see. I'm still thinking it's going to go pretty quick, just because it's small. So I'm going to rotate that nozzle, and then again, try to remember to keep turning off the part that we can tell. There we go. We're already 12% clean, so this should be a quick $75, I would think, but we'll see. Alright. Foot peg. I mean, there's probably little pieces we're going to struggle with here. Let's see. That's right, I gotta turn back. Alright, so now we're getting things that were kind of over the top, but on the other side. So we've got $11. Let's see. It's interesting, the wheels are requiring a lot more challenge. Alright, shock absorbers, fairings. Alright, now we're gonna try that. Let's see. Alright, I'm probably going to have to, again, crouch, because I'm missing some things underneath, I'm guessing. Yeah, I can see the rim. Alright, I'm guessing the rim over here as well. And there's probably undersides and things that there we go. I don't know, there's some big something or other. Alright, let's see. So if I hit... Oh, okay. Underside of the fenders. Silly me. Why didn't I think of that? Like, duh. Yeah, that's gonna be a mess. Oops. Let's move over where I can see a little bit. That was the radiator. Alright. Tire. Did I not get the fender all the way? I don't know. I must have gotten that, but I'm sure there's 99%. So we got to be really, really close here. Alright, we got the rear fender. I saw that. Alright, we didn't really do a good once-over underneath from this side. Alright, what am I missing? I'm hitting the... Oh, there's something... Alright, so I finally got the front fender. Alright, let me just turn off the water. Oh, I see. There's something there. Okay, the engine's cleaned. Swing arm. I don't know. Is this the swing arm? I used to have a bike like this. Not a really big one. But, I see something glinting inside there. It might be the back side of the swing arm. So, let me see. What if I don't stand up completely, but I'm thinking it's something in there. There we go. Alright. So, job complete. Open the tablet to continue. So, get a real quick around and around. Clean as an egg. You're a legend. Nothing can stop me now. So, you know, again, part of the fun tongue-in-cheek of the game, I guess. It's just a really kind of goofy, oh, I only eat one slice of bread. Like, the financial coach in me is like, dude, you're throwing away 75% of the bread. What is wrong with you? But anyway, that's not where we're at. So, cleaning the house seems easy, but man, the playground, I think, is going to be a disaster. I'm worried that's going to take a long time. Alright, so I think I spent a little bit of time just poking around in the store, because I think it would be helpful to have a different kind of nozzle, but it doesn't look like I can get a better range, you know, because right now I think I'm very small, and I think I can do a larger range, but I also think with the power washer, until I get a more powerful power washer, I think basically like if I went from 15 degrees to 30 degrees, I think it would still take me just as long. It would just artificially seem like I was getting a bigger range. So I'll have to see how that all works out as we go along, because that's a little bit of a loss. But yeah, we just really don't have enough money to make any significant progress, because like even the next level power washer is like $600, so I'd be down to like nothing, and all I'd have is a little bit more powerful power washer, but I'm just not sure that it would get me, you know, it's like I probably need the third level up. There's like 4 levels, and we're at the most basic one. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try clean the playground just so it's something a little bit different. So let's see what we've got. Park Warden at the Muckingham Recreation Ground. Dirt Finder. I've got a frankly ridiculous situation on my hands. You see, some of the local children have been coming down with a curious and unsightly form of dermatitis, and a few fretful folk have been putting it down to the condition of the recreational facilities. It's all nonsense, of course, but if we could just humor them and give the whole thing a thorough hose down, I would be grateful. So, let us go do that. But see, if I look, like I don't even have, see, like this nozzle 15, like I don't even see a nozzle as something I can buy. I can buy extensions, and clothing and stuff like that, but it doesn't really matter. So I think in theory this is all okay. So we got a ladder this time, because yeah, we're gonna have to go get a little crazy, but let's wash and see how insanely long this is gonna take. We thought that house took a while. I'm just worried this is going to be a job. But we'll see. So I'm going to move closer so I can at least make a little more... Oh wait, I guess I thought I had gotten all that and it was just not wet, but... Yeah, I did. Alright. It's nice that it's colorful, this playground. It looks like it could be fun if it wasn't so disgusting. I mean, I remember as a kid sometimes, but yeah, like this, the floor and the grippy thing on this. Oh, look at that. We actually got something done. I don't know what. Oh, probably one of the plates. There we go. A roundabout floor plate cleaned. Yeah. So I don't know that anything would realistically get like this insanely dirty, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, hey, we got 2%, so it's not terrible. But anyway, let's focus on one thing at a time. Oh, you know what? I was going to change. I was going to... I'm going to lower the water volume. Because we're just talking over it, and I did watch the first parts of the first video, and it was definitely loud. So here we still got some water sound, but I don't have to feel like I'm screaming over the water. So I didn't change what they call the water tone. I don't know what that means. It seems like they've spent a lot of time on strange audio settings that frankly I'm like, I don't even understand what you think you're telling me you did. I see, so we're going to get like red floor, blue floor, so literally each color piece is, in theory, something, so that's funny. Man. Oh, look at that, I actually did get a handlebar clean, but yeah, see, that's too far away. But my goodness. Yeah, there's just a lot. But that's how power washing works, right? It's a lot. Alright, let's take a peek here. Maybe we can get the handlebar. There we go. And then we've got, because yeah, I think we got 6 of these plates. Plenty of these handles, and I don't know. Oh, the seat. Interesting. Yeah, our little roundabout. It's not, I don't know what we called them, a merry-go-round. At least I did as a kid. Let's go on the merry-go-round thing, and with that, you know, even though we were making it go and be merry on our own, it wasn't. All right, so I don't know that I got them all, but we got a lot of the floor plates, so got to be close. All right, so I'm gonna. Depends. You really kind of, if you're going vertically, you need to do one. If you're doing something else, you need to do the other. So it's hard to tell. All right. Oh, whoa. Now I see. I'm like, the side of this is like caked on, staked on, whatever. Yeah. I'm just kind of trying to get the seat done too, and then really feel like I got most of the roundabout. I'm sure there's going to be some piece that I didn't. Oh, you know what? I know what it is, because of course we're going to have all this. I always keep forgetting the underside, the dirtiness. You always got to get that. Although I wonder if, again, if it'll be more effective that way. There we go. Alright, so the roundabout is good. Not the floor around it, but the roundabout itself. Good news is the fence is clean, so alright, we're going to flip this, and now we're going to work on, to me this is, I mean, I knew this was the part I was dreading, and this is what I mean, like if I could get an effective washer with a really wide nozzle, like these kind of jobs could be pretty quick. But I'll tell you, I mean, we had it was probably a college student trying to make some extra money. My wife contracted with him, like, I think he'd show up 4 times and do a certain amount of work each time. I swear he was out on our driveway for 3 or 4 hours. And some of it was he was fighting with the equipment. He was trying to figure things. I know he's on the phone with like the company or something. So like I don't know if he's newer to this. I think he was, which is partially why my wife was like, yeah, he was reasonable and he seemed willing to do whatever. But it just, I think no matter what kind of equipment you have, just the nature of it, because it's pressure, if you dilute it too much, it's just not going to work. Now again, I know we can buy cleaning solutions. I'm sure those deplete though. Alright, so I think I just noticed there's a little white bar like on the yellow floor, and see, like when I'm doing large pieces it goes down a lot. So I think that's showing me also, it's like a visual progress bar of, well, you know, you've still got this much left on this part. So that's good to know too. So, and that's part of the journey on this thing, is like, oh man, this floor edge is got, it's like I've not even touched it, but the floor edge goes around everything, so that also kind of makes sense. Now the small blue floor, the good news is it looks like I'm really close to that. So we got this. Let's see. Yellow's getting close. Floor edge, because I'm sure I'm going to have to do the edge, like walk around the edge, because I'm sure there's the inner lip. Okay, so the yellow, I think, oh, and the blue floor is done. So now we've got the red, and my, oh, okay, well this says large red floor now, thank goodness, because I'm like, there's large, I'm assuming if there's a small red floor, there's a large red floor somewhere or something, but, alright, anyway. Because, yeah, this one goes who knows where, but you can see there's a lot. Alright, so let me, oh, you know the other thing? Yeah, see the floor edge goes all, never mind. The floor edge goes all the way around the ridiculous playground here. Yeah, I'm not sure I'd like this job in real life. Because just the slow progress here is so challenging even to me right now. I'm like, this is like tedious a little bit. I mean, it's interesting, it's fun. It'll be curious to me how, if I ever feel like, yeah, I need to play this game again. I just need to clean the playground another time. And I'm assuming, just like anything with power washing, like the playground's going to get dirty again. Alright, well, let me get this bench. That's going to be an easy, quick and easy one, I think. I say that, but although the bar is going down, I do like the fact that I found the bar. That makes me feel like at least I know, or I have a shot at knowing what's happening. Why won't it do this? Although, again, having used a power washer myself, I think I talked about this a little bit. You know, I rented one once to do our deck before we painted and stuff, and then, you know, just took the time to do the sidewalk, and it is literally this challenging. Like, it's like, oh, I see this little speck here, and you spray it like 15 times, and then it's still there. So, alright. What am I missing? Oh, the underside. You know I'm missing the underside. I mean, let's stop fooling ourselves here. It's always the underside. I just forget with things like this. And would they really be this dirty underneath? That's the other challenge I have. I mean, I think they, like, coat literally every piece. Because that's the one thing, I guess, if I was to comment, I think some less uniformity on just what's dirty and how dirty it is. I mean, you know, there's a little bit of variation on the roof here and there, but I guess I just want to take a look at this. Like, what am I up for here? You know what? Let's just go. Let's get the other things that are off. Okay. Oh, cool. The ball moves. That's neat in its own way. All right. Plastic bin. And it's just bin. It's not like the other piece. Now, do I have to get around the back that I can't really get to? This ball is funny. It's just going to keep rolling around. Yeah, I might. So, although it's rounded, so it might give me a break there. My guess, again, we probably have to get, like, inside the bin, and so that becomes the thing, like, the bin really get that filthy inside? You know, would it? I don't know. No. And again, wouldn't I take the cover off or something? Probably. Alright. What have I got here? What have I got? I probably have the back end here. There we go. Alright, let's stand up again. And let's go take care of this bench and the other bench. Just give me some feeling of like, oh my god, I got something done. Work from the outside in, right? That's what we're doing. We're working from the outside in. Alright. Got that. Just feel like I have a little bit more room to maneuver here. That's the other thing. Like, some of this stuff was a little bit claustrophobic almost. I don't understand why it won't hit the edge of the bench as easily as it would seem it should, but it doesn't, so. Alright, I got most of that. Now again, do I get a better angle here underneath? Not really. It's actually easier to see from here. Oh, somehow it's a lot better on the bottom here. That is odd. Well, maybe it hit it better from the front there. All right, let's get ourselves out of that mode. Yeah, I'm gonna run. Oh, look, we got a bin over here too. Oh, this one's it. Oh, no, it's just a weird color. Whoops, sorry. Didn't mean to do that to you guys. I'll figure it out eventually. I'll become a camera expert. And that it's simply pressing one key, so there really isn't that much expertise about it. Of course, I hit the key by accident now. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll never become a camera expert, let's be honest. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I should be less spastic about it as I think about this. It seems maybe the game rewards slow and steady, where I'm less everywhere, if that makes sense. I know what I mean. Less all over the place. Alright. Let's go over here, rotate the nozzle again. Let's see if I just do that and just kind of be a little more methodical. I don't know. It seems it's taking a long time though. We are getting there for sure. It's weird how like up and down works better on some things, very, very, like very noticeably. Like they almost demand like, use the nozzle the right way or you'll be here forever type of thing. Alright, I know you're there, so we're gonna pick this bin up right away and get a couple. I cannot believe I'm only at 12%. Wow. This is a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I knew it'd be big. I mean, you know, the yard took a while too. But, not the level I would have expected. And I think a lot of it might be the structure there. Alright, let's head back. And we'll start, I don't know, I'm thinking I'm going to leave the Stegosaurus slide to the end. That's what I'm thinking right now. I might change my mind. Yellow circle seems like something I can do. So, let's see. I'm wondering if maybe slightly less spastic on this. Let me see if that changes thing. Not really. I'm still like leaving. See, it does seem, to recreate a little bit, like when you have like this much dirt, some of the challenge I found when I was physically power washing myself is obviously you've got to get the dirt to run off. I mean, they don't like have really flowing water. See, but even this, like if I turn this, I think the leg gets cleaned much more methodically. But there we go. $5. Look at that. I am making money. It does not feel like nearly enough money for this. Alright, large blue floor. But yeah, I think taking on this behemoth is, hope I said that right. That is one of those words that I have a problem with. My wife makes fun of me all the time for mispronouncing it. And I think I was fine there. I think I said it right. I've been trained well enough at this point. I am standing, but wow. Alright, yeah, this is tall. And that's why we have brought a ladder with us and things like that. Alright, monkey bar struts. Let's see. Now it's interesting. Are both of the struts together? Like, I'm curious. Because, yeah, that's... I don't know. I'm not sure. What am I... Oh, I see. I'm like, what? Am I pushing something? I could tell I was stuck on something. But no, I wonder... Like, if... I'm sure the cleaning solution just basically has a multiplier effect of some sort. Alright, so it's monkey bar ladder. And that would make sense that it would just be one thing. And of course, we have, you know, the other side of the monkey bar strut. You know how this is going to go. You know the drill. Because of course it's the, oh yeah, there's the whole back side of water. Alright, let's try to get this. Try to get this. I'll tell you, there will be a sense of accomplishment when these are done, because it's every bit as challenging as I'm sure cleaning a structure like this would be in real life as well. Now, I don't understand, because yeah, those are the monkey bars. Like, what? I'm missing something. Because look how much monkey bar ladder stuff there is. I mean, I thought the large surfaces everywhere, but maybe not. Oh, wow. It's a lot. Alright. Maybe I should focus on the floor. I don't feel like I'm making good progress. I think I need, like, to be able to go up and down on things, so. And large red floor, I think, is going to take a long time. But going back to this, then, like, you'd have dirty water floating around, and then you'd have to, like, push it all the way to the edge. And that's what ended up really taking an insane amount of time when you got down to it. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, there's just a lot. Alright, well, green floor doesn't say large green floor. Because I think these are like big circles, so I think the red is like the outside edge, the blue, it's almost like a bullseye. I guess a reverse bullseye, because usually the center of a bullseye is red, although sometimes I guess it could be black. But, yeah, so you got small red floor, and there's probably little red floor later, or little blue floor inside, where it's like, you know, this is large blue floor. I think I see little blue floor inside. Oh my gosh. 17%. We could be here for days. I may have to do this in, like, segments and edit it all together. I don't have... I had like an hour and a half, and I'm like, oh, I'll be done. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Alright. I mean, I'm thinking there's like a bunch of parts inside on the structure, on the plate structure, so I'm sure we'll be ticking away hunks of money that way. And again, I'm sure the floor pieces here are, you know, $50 each or whatever, or more. So that's partially, you know, because even this floor edge, I mean, again, it's big, whatever it is. Wow. All right. Yeah, see, because that's what I was worried about with the floor edge, but to me, that's going to be an easy, like, finish it at the end. Just walk around, do a pass around the edge as we go. But I'm just trying to figure out the best way. It's almost scary to look up and just see how much we have left. Getting close to 20%, though. I mean, we were at 17 when I looked up last and was like, oh my goodness. So it's moving, and that was a minute and a half ago, so maybe if I'm just a little more methodical, and instead of, like, dreading what I've got. So yeah, the concept of the game is interesting. Okay, did you hear? The mayor's cat Ulysses is missing. The whole town is on the lookout for him. We won't have spring till he's put that hat on. I see. So this is like Groundhog Day, but with a cat. So, why not? To be honest, if I had to wear that hat, I'd go missing. So, again, it's good that they give you something to remove the tedium, but I will say, you know, I think I did share a large part of the positive reviews was people who use the terms OCD, autism, stuff like that. Like, oh, it just calms me down. It gives me something. You know, I love doing it. Yeah, this might appeal more to that because it is a lot of the same. But, you know, it goes back to the whole discussion I always have about Sims. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, how many things are we doing in Farming Simulator? Not that many. So, okay, it is just a strut, because I'm like, I thought it was like putting all those together, and I'm like, wow. Oh, and this actually cleaning up somewhat quickly that way. So that's good. See, but it's these like nooks and crannies that are always going to take, I don't understand. Like, it was coming off, but maybe it was kind of simulating, like, yeah, you're really far away, dude. Like, I'm going to make this hard on you. Alright, so this is still considered small red floor. Yeah, I mean, while I'm under here, I mean, I'll do what I can. I'm sure I'm going to have to be back in here. But that's the piece, like, see, it's hard when you do that. Like, yeah, because I'm seeing things, like, so far back. It's like if I could only get, like, hey, this part is dirty here in a smaller space. Alright, so this... Finally, a couple extra bucks. Now, again, is this all... well, it's not, like, dirty. Now, again, I'm standing under here, so this is a pretty big space. And again, I did not clean the other side of these struts, so keep that in mind. Like, the other one was the entrance strut I was on. But what I'm trying to figure out is, does it make sense... I'm just going to crouch a bit here. Does it make sense to try to thoroughly clean? And what I was trying to do was, well, I can use that clean thing, and then I don't have to come back under here. Because I would assume, I do like the fact, though, that it does say underside as a piece, so that's actually nice. And see, I mean, you've got this I've dealt with on my deck. Like, yeah, you've got to go with the grain. Alright, cool. That actually wasn't nearly as bad as I thought. But, yeah, because otherwise it's like the benches, and you're like, but the thing is, like, if I look here, then I can make sure, alright, I don't have to come back in here and do the floor again, and all of that. So I guess if I keep my head down and look a little bit lower, it makes it a little more manageable. And I think the game seems to be forgiving enough that it's like it doesn't make you get literally every tiny speck. I think like once you get, it's almost like Lawnmower Simulator. You're like at 95%. It's like, yeah, I've tortured you enough with this. Like the goal isn't like utter reality. Alright, let's get out of here. Again, alright, let's go back to the floor. Again, much bigger place, but I kind of got suddenly in there. It's hard not to just, I see dirt, I want to get rid of it. Because obviously that's the goal, but it's hard to, like, focus on, yeah, I'm not going to do the walls yet. And again, like, does it really matter if I don't? But yeah, and that's where it feels like I don't know the best way to do it. Like, should I really be very thorough in one space and everything I can see, get it? Or do I focus on, the floor and then come back and, hey, if I get some of the edges, but be a little quicker on the vertical surfaces and, know I'm going to have to come back. Because otherwise, you're just in one spot forever. What's this? Small bridge floor. Okay. Oh, amazing. I would not have expected that, but yeah. In the tower vertical struts, I get it. It's a tower. It goes way up. Like, it's gonna need a lot. The undersides are honestly the most difficult things to do. See, now this is saying the small bridge floor. I guarantee you, then this is like the bench. It's like the top and the bottom are separate, or together in this case. And so, well, oh no, that's the tower floor see, but that's an underside again. But again, we have two towers. Now, let me see. Is it going to be any better sideways here? It's probably 6 1/2 dozen of the other, frankly. But, alright. And the good news is yellow floor circle, like maybe, like I feel like I'm stuck here. I've like jammed myself behind something. Alright. Wow, that's small red floor, and we're barely doing anything. And then we got the blue floor circle. I felt like I was making progress, and now I've gone from 20% or 19% to 26%. But some of that, I think, is, again, once you transition to that structure, it's just so difficult to get quick progress, I think, on any of that. And I'm sure there's some mechanic in how it calculates, like, how fast you're going by, because it's not, oh, I've just touched it. I mean, it clearly is impacted. Alright. Wow, green floor. So green floor, I mean, I said it, I think it goes way around. I can't even tell where the dirt starts on the floor anymore, because the wet is just so challenging to, no, I don't understand. The yellow floor circle I think I did get credit for. Because I'm like, what have I got left there? But I think I do remember that was like the one floor piece that it finally did give me. But yeah, it's like so hard to even tell where you've been, and I mean, it'll look really nice. I'm sure the kids will love it when it's finished. I guess the one blessing is, yes, I've actually been talking. There's been no editing that has had to happen. You know, usually with something like this, when it's just an ongoing, that would, in essence, if I was doing a live stream or whatever, where, hey, you're getting what I'm getting, a lot of the game footage for something like this is exactly like that. Like, I do that with Truck Simulator. It's like I'm driving, and unless I make a physical note, like, oh, I got to go back here and cut that out because I coughed or snorted or whatever. And, you know, I'm human. I miss things, and sometimes I have habits I don't realize. I don't know, I had an odd comment that I, in essence, asked for clarification because I'm like, I don't know what you're referring to specifically, but if it's something I can change, maybe I'll try, but if it's just, hey, my voice is my voice, like, maybe I won't. So it was just this odd, on the surface, kind of rude comment, but and it was for a video just before we left town, so I wasn't sick yet, because I felt perfectly fine for most of the trip. I really started feeling bad just before we started heading back home, which is then what created even more of a delay, because I was out of town, where obviously I'm not recording, and then suddenly I'm in town, but I can't speak. Alright, so we were going to come back and do the Stegosaurus later. But yeah, like, how did I miss that segment? Anyway. So, well, we're a good portion through. We're getting there. That's the good news. At least everywhere I look now isn't filthy. So, and again, doing the floor, we've gone from 26 to 32%, and well, it still was like 3-4 minutes, so it wasn't super fast, but yeah, like I said, I don't do a lot of editing out of these things, and so the good news is I haven't, and means I'm talking pretty much constantly, like I try to do in these things, to just give you guys something to chat about, or what's going on in my head. And I haven't had to create edits that make it look like everything went swimmingly with my speaking. So that's a positive thing, because it's been not been a week, but it's getting darn close to a week. Oh, cool. Alright. I will say, it's a gratifying sound to hear the little money register thing. It's like, oh my god, I got credit for something. Something's done. I don't have to come back and find some speck of dirt on it. Aha! $12. Look at that. So again, and it feels like, you know, the slide starting out pretty quick, but then tediously slow already, and I'm sure it's because of the way I've got the nozzle set again. And again, well, small red floor, we're theoretically getting close. I can't believe it. See, but like those little benches, I'm assuming I'm going to get like stool, and I think it says stools, so I might have to clear them all together, so it's not going to give me, I was like, yeah, I'll get real quick little 50 cents, $1 here, but no, it's not giving me that much credit. Is that, yeah, that's the Stegosaurus. I thought, like, I know we didn't really move much. Okay, so yellow floor circle should be small, it looks like, in relation to everything else. Alright, good news is large blue floor, we're past the halfway point. All of those are victories, so obviously yellow circle we're not, because it's enclosed, it doesn't go around the whole play area. See, but I'm thinking this large red floor, like, it goes into that Stegosaurus area, and I'm not going to get to that until the end, so I'll do what I can here. And same thing, like, oh, the edge, we're getting close to 50% on the edge. So that's actually a thing, a victory. Again. Barking dog, barking dog. It's in the game. I assume it'll be pretty clear it's in the game, but hey, you know what happens when we assume, so. We don't have a dog that makes that kind of sound, and the dog we have's usually never anywhere near where I'm recording, because they're not allowed in that part of the house, which is the basement office, so. Good news is I see yellow circle getting close. I'm going to get under here because I know it's going to be those little things. There we go. Awesome. And yes, while I'm under here, I'm just gonna work on it, because this is the part of the job I don't like. I don't like the underneath. And part of it is, I mean, even though obviously I'm just sitting in a chair and manipulating a control here, it's, you know, there's no actual physical pain, but this is one of those, like, I know what it would feel like doing this to me, because I'm a pretty tall guy, and I always hated jobs like this, even from a young age, because I wasn't one of those, like, my brother was one of those, like, he was pretty darn small until almost all the way to the end of high school, and then he had, like, a growth spurt where he grew, like, a foot over the summer, so it was kind of nuts, but, I was kind of tall. I was at least average or tall most of my childhood, and so there wasn't long that I felt like, oh, I can fit into these spaces and I don't have to bend down, whatever. Oh, howdy Dirt Finder, put everything on hold, my golf buggy's soiled like you wouldn't believe. Well, no, we're not going to do that. I mean, I suppose we'll see if I get penalized, but no, I'm not going to jump around. Doc gave me your details, who needs a hand with their new place in the oh, I didn't realize what was happening. New place in the suburbs. It's the old Diath place, and now I lost it, but it'll be up there for us to look at later. But these are basically, as we hit certain milestones, we get new jobs available to us, is what's going on, and that's what we're seeing. So 2 new jobs at least there. I think we had 2 more earlier, so. And that is, I think in the reviews, again, what I saw is they basically said you've kind of got the first 2 jobs, which I think is what we did the first episode, was the van, obviously, and then we had the backyard. Like, those are linear, but then very quickly after that you start getting choices and variation and so forth. And I'm sure some of that has to do with, whatchamacallit. I also have, there was a good amount of DLC stuff, some of it free, some of it paid, but the one thing I do like, and certainly that helped incentivize the purchase, is they do seem like on a quarterly basis, they kind of provide some free things. They'll give you like a new thing, so there's the Muckingham part, whatever, obviously you've seen Muckingham come up already. Now the confusing part is it's Muckingham part 3 and 4 is what you see, and I spent forever like, where's part 1 and 2, part 1 and 2. So I'm assuming part 1 and 2 are what they're calling just what's in the base game here. So like this is Muckingham 1, but basically they're giving you other parts of the town that you can get to. Because the thing I'm probably going to want to look at some point is there some kind of a map that is going to show us like where these jobs are? I mean, there may be, and I just haven't looked at it. Because that would be kind of cool to see what's possible. But going back to what I was saying is they do like quarterly updates where they'll be like, oh, here's these 5 new things for you to wash. And some of them are like significant. It's like, oh, the observatory, or I'm like, and you can see pictures of these things, and it's literally like what you would think. It's like going to the, big observatory on the hills near Hollywood in LA, and I think it's the Griffin or something with the G Observatory, if I remember correctly, and it's like you're literally cleaning that whole building, which I can only imagine. I mean, God. I mean, that's the thing. The other thing I'm trying to figure out with these is, are these jobs going to get to the point where I've got like, 20 hours of work because I'm cleaning this estate? Like that Diath estate that just came up. Like, it's going to be some gigantic mansion that is again encased in filth, which, works for the premise of the game here, but it's like, dude, how filthy, I mean, do they live in like the Dust Bowl? Like, how do things get this filthy? I mean, I've been on playgrounds. We had plenty of kids. Yeah, sometimes they need to be power washed, but none of them looked anything like this, for God's sakes. I would think you'd need to, like, have had the playground be around for like 100 years and nobody ever used it. Because, I mean, just the very nature of... if you think about it in reality, and this again is how I like to do simming, and this is certainly an arcadey sim compared to the things I do regularly. So I get this isn't like, ooh, it's reality, but, just kids playing with shoes and whatever, the dirt's gonna fall off. It's gonna, it's not gonna be like caked on like this. So it is a little over the top. So that's the thing I was wondering, is it's like, is it gonna be ridiculous? Oh, I didn't realize I'm still in the crouch. Now I'm standing. First off, that'll move me a little quicker, but it also will give me a little more range. Because again, like this climbing wall, I mean, I get like hands and whatever aren't going to pull stuff off, but you get kids hopping around with their little shoes on the rocks and whatever. Like, those rocks would be kind of polished just on their own. So, don't know. But anyway. Alright. Edge. We're getting close to halfway. That's a good sign. Alright, I've got maybe half an hour of real time left. That would put this at an hour and a half, which I think is what the first episode was. We'll see where we're at when we get near that, but this is challenging, to say the least. So, I really should be going. I need to just stay off the wall, stay on the floor, because otherwise I need to change the nozzle. I mean, that was just... I could feel it by the millisecond, my frustration, like, dude, turn the nozzle. Like, this is the most inefficient way to be cleaning this portion of this structure. But it was like, there's dirt, and I just want to make it go away and finish. So I will say, there's a little bit of dread with the big jobs. Even just from doing that backyard and this. I mean, I knew going in here, when I finally got back to this episode was going to be a challenge, because all I had in front of me were a choice between 2 really big jobs, and they paid basically the same amount. So I'm like, any of these kind of progress type games like this reward for kind of level of effort. So I'm like, clearly they're going to be very similar in capability. Alright, now I need to change this, because this is where it was driving me nuts. Like, a pole needs the pole. Oh, I see. Well, it's tic-tac-toe die. Dice would be plural, so I was like, is it going to give me credit for each one? But I don't think it is. Now I am running into difficulty speaking because I haven't drank anything. Oh, I got a poll done. Look at that. Alright, I took a little bit of a break to just drink something and whatever, because I'm gonna just create a problem on my own. I did start coughing a little bit, but it's less just the sickness thing, and like I'm really pressing my voice there. So not drinking, I'm talking for an hour. All right, got the magic 50%. All right, let's try to get this stuff. All right, tic-tac-toe pole. I don't know that I got the other one. The die, or interesting. So it did say the die is cleaned, but so maybe it is one at a time. Alright, let's get this last one behind me. I could just feel the dirt. I couldn't, but I knew it was there, so I'm like, again, this is the other underside. And see, to me, like, this is where it's like ridiculous. I mean, the ropes would not be caked like that with dirt. I mean, unless someone came and dumped mud and just like let it dry on there. I mean, it's a little bit much. I mean, it's funny that the underside here was a little bit, some of the more realistic stuff where it's like, yeah, it wouldn't be solid dirt, and they did at least an okay job with that portion of it here. Again, I gotta crouch, I realized, as I'm sitting there like struggling with what's going on. But at this point, yes, I'm gonna try to get this underside done, because I just don't want to get back under here, and it's clearly just about there, so there we go. Alright. And the cargo net, I'm sure, needs the other side, so let's get out of here. And let's get out of here by standing. And then we'll see. I mean, again, we haven't gotten areas of the floor completely done yet, but now it's like, alright, we're going to do some of this. You've got to be really close on some of these portions. It's kind of crazy if you really think about it again. Alright. So, what am I missing? Alright, there's red over here. Alright, let me go back to the side. It seems, it's nothing else, it's easier to move around that way. I mean, I'm close on all of these pieces. Like, yeah, yellow circles just got a little bit. Green floor's getting down. Blue floor, I mean, literally, I gotta be really close on a lot of the floor pieces here, so. Alright, we'll get under there later. I'm here now, though, so. How do we have more tower pieces? My God. Yes, I'm enjoying this less than I should. Let's be honest. I mean, at this point, it's like, my God, I'm only halfway done. I just want this to be over. So, so you guys let me know. I mean, is this something, like, is this the struggle being real? Is this helpful? Is this entertaining to some degree? Experiencing my live frustration. I'm happy to share it. It's kind of one of those things, like, and again, as I said, there's not a lot of editing that's going to be going on with these, other than, to cut out a cough here and, this there and whatever, but, okay. Alright, well, yeah, duh. The red, I'm like, how do I have so much red floor? But that goes under the Stego. So we did talk about that. Alright, so the green floor. Alright, what I need to do is, like, do I have... Okay, let me just stop doing that. Let me look around here. It just seems... Oh, okay, well, there's a good amount there, so... Let's get this part resolved. There we go. Alright. Because I'm like, we've got to be close with some of these. Because, yeah, it feels like I've got some big area green floor somewhere. Aha. That would be the why. Alright, so this may get all of these, the green and the blue done. If it doesn't, it's going to get them very close to being done. But I'm like, there's got to be some swath of floor that I'm missing, and there is. There you go. Now again, the blue floor and the green floor very close here, so a little frustrating that I haven't gotten the ding on the blue. There we go. And I should clearly get the ding on the green here. There we go. And the thing is, too, I think it's just like Lawnmower Simulator, where then suddenly the grass is perfect, because, you know, once it dings, like those other specks of dirt that haven't gone away get cleaned up, so, which is good. I mean, that's what you want. Right, but now we're dealing with structures. You know, it's like how much structure are we dealing with? But I mean, I'm getting the dings, which I need, but obviously it's not like it suddenly is jumping up in tons of. Oh yeah, this is clean. That is. Oh, I guess I missed this wall entirely, and now we're behind here too. Tower floor underside again. Let's crouch down. Let's get this crazy thing as cleaned up as we can, and let's try to get our credit for stuff. I haven't done the bottom on the other side. Alright. Again, I'm sure the tower underside, some of it is, again, the cracks, and right, I need to be doing it this way instead of turning, because it's disorienting to some degree. That isn't helping. Now, because I assume, yeah, large bridge floors, so that's totally separate, and it's probably, again, the top needs to be done as well. Alright, what have we got here? Oh boy, oh boy. So yeah, this is definitely one, I mean, I'll do once in a while. You know, you've had 2 episodes here pretty quickly, but I'm going to be up front. Like, this is not one that is like Lawnmower Simulator, which is another kind of tedium sim. I guess that's going to be my name for these things. I enjoy that more, just, I don't know, because I physically enjoy mowing the lawn. Maybe. Alright, like I'm right there. I can see I have no percentage, so I'm like, stop torturing me. Alright. So I think we're in pretty good shape there. Let me get back on my feet. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and at least get the floor going here. Whoop, sorry. So, because I know, again, I can get some good movements, and then we'll start just dealing with the things that now exist. But if I can get most of the floor or all of the floor and get credit for it, those are going to be my biggest hits, and then it's just like Lawn Mowing Simulator, where you're getting down to those last, 10%, 15%, end up taking 50% of the time. It's not quite the 80-20 rule, but the Stego slide, is that like the whole frickin' thing? It might be. Which is why I'm leaving most, that for probably the last, because there's so many little nooks and crannies there. Alright, again, yellow floor, not too crazy bad. But the floor edge, like, yeah, if I get, and again, I'm sure I'm going to have to go find and hunt and pack for the floor edge. So I may, just to say, hey, it's done, do that, but right now, again, it's very much the let's get the pieces I can done. We're down to about 50% of the yellow, but yeah, getting the red is kind of my goal, where I'm like, all right, I want to get paid for that. That should give me over 900 bucks. I'm going to say that's a $75 part of the job, but I could be off. Oh, the extraordinary Dr. Powerwash. Got a dirty old house. Oh, okay. And I'm sure most of the things are going to be homes. That's usually what I see. Still wonder why they use the fancy pants shock-absorbing rubber compound on the playground flooring and not good old-fashioned creosote. Well, that I couldn't tell you. Probably because it's better for the kids. Because, man, some of the stuff we used to play on, it's a miracle we're alive. I mean, even the playground, the merry-go-round thing we started cleaning. I mean, the amount of potential cuts and stuff. It's not like I ever saw kids get an amputated limb, but, you know, and that's a bit extreme. But you think about it sometimes. I mean, it's sheet metal, for God's sakes, and sometimes, you know, something would get bent and pieces are sticking out, and it's not like kids are sitting there, oh, I better stay away from that. It might cut my finger off. So, crazy stuff. Closest I got to that is one of my grandmothers. She lost some of her fingers because Grandpa was mowing. We lived, I told people on the channel, I grew up in Chicago, and so we'd have our little plot of grass, and it was my grandparents' house, so we didn't live there, but we visited. And, you know, so they'd have grass, sidewalk, and obviously there'd be curbs because it's a city and whatever. And so at some point, this was, I think, before I remember. So it might have happened after I was born, but I think it happened before I was born. Never had clarity on the details of the story, but, you know, Grandpa's out mowing, and he needed some help getting the lawnmower moved, so he called my grandmother, like, hey, help me get this over the curb. And I guess as the story goes, Grandma, without thinking, bent down and put her fingers up around the underside of the mower while it was running, and to pick it up, and lost the tips of the fingers on one hand. And so I just remember as a kid, like, they had a, you know, regular concrete sidewalk and out front of their house, like along the side, outside along the street, and the blood drops from her fingers just were in there forever. So every time we visited, we could just see the little blood trail as she went back to the house after losing her fingers. And because I just remember she always had missing fingertips, and that was why. So, you know, I'm sure some kids have lost things on playgrounds that we had as a kid that were similar. Anyway, why am I doing this? I'm coming back to that. I'm doing it because it's dirty and it's a big thing and I can get to it. But so, I mean, again, I'll do the edge of the Stego, but yeah, literally the whole thing is the Stego slides. So as you can see, it's going to take a bit. We've obviously got the whole inside you can walk on, this, that. But yeah, the goal is get the floor done. Because, yeah, we did get the red. I didn't see how much it paid, but it didn't pay $75, which is unfrickin' believable. It paid like $10 or $12, I think. How is that possible? That was probably the largest piece of flooring that was here. That's insane. Alright, so again, we've just got little pieces of yellow floor. Alright, yellow floor is done. I missed how much it was. Doesn't stay up for a long time, so you're either staring at it, but I'm cleaning, so I'm like, no, I'm just cleaning. Get a good portion of this dude's belly, and I just don't know what I need. Because again, small blue floor, there isn't much there. Just get the little Stego horns. Alright. Green floor's got some piece again. Like, what am I missing? It feels like it should be this giant segment with everything that's going on. I'm going to get these as much clean as I can. You know, but we're more than halfway done with this contraption. Alright, well, I think I'm going to have to get down here and get in here. Otherwise, I'm just not going to get credit, because I think what it's doing is it's underneath here. There we go. Alright, so I think that got me blue. Now, why won't it let me in? Like, it won't let me in there. That is weird. Huh. Yeah, so green is missing something somewhere. There we go. Alright. So. Time check. I got like 10 minutes left, so we're not going to get this done before I have to go. You know, at this point, let me see, maybe I can get this done in this segment. Whoops. Because now I've got very little on the Stego slide. I know I said I was going to do this last, but I'm here now, and the rest of this is going to be a lot. So let's just work on it and see. Haven't hit that in a while. That's the nozzle. It's right next to the nozzle rotate button. So it's the E key instead of the R key that brings that up. So that's all you were seeing there. Alright, let me go. I'm like, there should be still plenty of large spaces, and there are, so I'll just get these done. It's really the floor that I was trying to do, and then you get distracted with something else. Alright. And there's the slide part that I had done. And again, up or down, I don't know. Probably up or down for these surfaces, I guess, yeah. That's clearly more efficient, so we'll stick with that. I don't want to slide. I can't. It's pretty funny, though. It was actually sliding. I was not slowly moving down this thing on purpose. I'm like, would I eventually go faster? That I don't know. But that's what was happening there, so that's kind of funny. Man. I really thought I'd be a lot closer when I looked up at the bar, because I'm like, alright, I've done the big pieces, so clearly, again, I'm missing some huge amount of dirt somewhere on this thing. Heck if I know where. I mean, because as far as I'd be concerned, I think I've done most of the plates on both sides. So, underside maybe? That's all I'm thinking. There must be some big underside here. So let me get down. Yeah, it looks like the whole butt end and underneath. Oh, well, and I also have some of these. So let's get those cleaned up. But yeah, I'm sure it's mainly underside stuff, so. Let me get in here. Alright, yeah, that's making decent progress. So not insane, and yes, I'm sure it's the little foot pads, all that stuff. Alright, and yeah, tons of stuff on the neck here. Probably have to get to the other side. But we should be able to get most of Stego Boy taken care of here. Alright, I see some stuff on the underside of the eyes. So yeah, little things like that, but yeah, good dark portions there. Oh yeah. That's big. But again, now the big, I guess there's some over there. I must have hit something. Alright, yeah, that was probably a big portion of it. Because I'm like, now I'm running out of things, but yeah, there's a few points here and there that we had. Alright, under the feet again. Now I'm doing my hit the tab, show me the dirt. We're down, a little armpit cleaning there. That wasn't enough. Foot pad, dirt there. What do we got? Come on, there's something big somewhere. Alright. Again, underneath. Definitely challenging. Now I feel like it's nitpicky. Alright, got some there. Turn this off. Head over. Whoops. Let's head it. Whoops. What do we got? Oh, okay. Got some. My goodness, I really thought a couple quick sprays would have gotten it, but I guess not. No, I don't want to see some big thing that I'm not cleaning. Alright, the tip of that. My goodness. Yeah, see, because the problem is, again, with the view I have... Alright, let me go up. Can I go up this way? Again, now it's like nitpicky stuff. So this again gets a bit much. Like, how itty bitty you want me to get here? It being yellow isn't helping, that it's then showing me the dirt in yellow. Because I can't really tell. Alright, let me look, because I'm guessing it's these edges now. Those honestly look pretty clean. There we go. Alright, so we're 70%. I'm going to take a pause here, and then I'm going to come back and finish this thing out, and we'll wrap this thing up. Alright, back here to try to get this finally finished up. So, just later in the day, making sure I'm actually recording. Had some bad luck with that this week, because being sick, whoops, I'm recording, but I forgot to stop flailing around. But anyway, I'm going to see what I can get from the ground, and then we'll go ahead and get the ladder and stuff like that. Yeah, so I did, because the pause screen takes you to the kind of list of things, not necessarily that I was looking for it, but since I was on there, I then did scroll around and see, like, okay, where the ground piece is the big piece, but no, the roof is like $60, so it's like 10%. So you're going to get a good amount for that. You know, I suppose I should do that from here, because otherwise, although clearly it's hard to reach, but I was going to say, otherwise well, that part I guess I could do, because I'm like, I'll be up on the ladder and it'll be a little more challenging. Oh, I'm wondering, yeah, see, that counts as the roof too, so, yeah, you've got the underside, you've got all that stuff, so. And the struts, the tower struts were also substantial, I think. I want to say they were like $40, but if you look at how many there are, you start to understand why. Alright, the slide is getting there. Did I have the underside? I think I did the underside, so. Oh, side guard. I'm assuming that'll happen pretty quickly. Oh, the tower tabletop shelter. I see. How nice. But it was nice being, 70% of the way done. I would imagine, I'd be surprised if it takes another hour or something. That would be kind of nuts, but I suppose it could happen. Let's see. I have the underside here, of course. So that's going to be probably a big portion of it. Getting that side, I'm sure there's the inside over here. Oh, actually not that much. And then, there we go. Did we? I think I got it. What was that do? Oh, don't you dare. Really? So there is, I do have wider nozzles already? I'm ready to, now I'm not happy. I'm like, really? So wait a minute, so that's a 25. Well, good, that's also, I guess, why I didn't see them. Alright, well, good. If I gotta get a little closer, that's one thing, but, oh my god, I can't believe that. Really? So I already had, so, it's the middle mouse button. So if you're looking for it, if you're playing this, that's the secret. Because, yeah, instead of 15 degrees, like this is 25, so I think the other one might be too much. See, but it's like really struggling with this, so I don't know. It depends, I guess. I'm sure it's a trade-off one way or the other, and like I said, I highly wonder if you can ever really get any faster, or if it's just always, although, I mean, most of that is pretty good. It's just we've got areas here with the 25 that clearly don't get cleaned up as, oh goodness. Yeah, maybe I don't like this. Yeah, see, because that's 25. Yeah, that one's just like, I just need water, but yeah. So, I mean, it probably lets you do, I don't know, let me go back to the 25. Because you probably still can move along pretty quickly, because the areas that aren't, like, filthy, come clean, but then to get the ones that are, like, a little caked on, you need a little more pressure. Oh, there we go. So, let's see. Let's check these last ones. My guess is, maybe I did get them all, finally. Alright. But yeah, let me switch to that again. You know, but you can see, so it does it relatively quickly. But you can see there are areas that are definitely not coming clean as fast. But I think the benefit is, you know, for areas that do just have lighter grime, you're not dealing with as much time. But yeah, I can't believe I was looking for that, and I already own them, which makes sense, because, I mean, I think, like, if you buy a power washer, like, it's pretty common for the stuff to come with it, the different nozzles and whatever, because obviously people would want to have that situation at times. Alright. You know, but if I'm closer, I can still get a good range, but see, like, that might be a mental thing, but it sure seems faster. Alright, and then we'll go vertical. Alright. Get these. Oh, look, I can climb. Cool, I don't even need a ladder to get up here, because that's the other piece. Like, if I can see, and this is exactly the part I was thinking about, like, to do the floor so much simpler with a broader tool like that. So that's too far away, but support strut is clean. How neat. Alright. But now we can get in here. And that probably makes it a little better, so at least maybe I'll enjoy this experience a lot more. Hey, there's finally footprints, at least, like, as opposed to just this weird grime. And we had that in some of the other places, too, where there were the footprints. I am a little confused here again, why The tower floor is missing. Oh, I thought I got it, but no, that was the little red piece in between, I guess. There we go. Like, it really should work pretty nicely, I would think. Alright, let's go vertical. Yeah, this is way better, and that's kind of what I was, because the 38% or whatever, I think it might be 35. I'm like, I think that's too wide to like effectively clean anything except like give a cursory wash to maybe get the surface dirt off, and then you're having to do other things. But again, all these other pieces, those red decorative pieces, I'm sure I've got the whole other side to get done, which is, if you're wondering, like, well, is it faster? Because you're not getting any credit, but again, I think it's because we haven't done the other side. Now, this one I have, obviously, at least I thought I did, on the outside, so that strut not giving me credit is a bit concerning. I don't know. It's only giving me half. Maybe I didn't do the outside of that. I thought I did, and I might not have because it's high. This is up above after all, now that I think on it, so maybe I was being a little disingenuous. Alright, let's get the roof. See what you can see. Like, I've got to go either slower or twice, because it's definitely not working, and we're going to have to do the top, so some of that's just the result of the fact that we can't see or can't get to the other side, but at least we can get all of this done relatively quickly. Alright, let me back up a bit. It feels like I'm laying on my back, but clearly I'm not, so it's a little disorienting. Alright, if I go there, and there, like, those are going to be the challenging parts, or getting all the little pieces. And then I don't know if this was the bridge I had done. Yeah, I guess so, because now we're getting all the bridge slats. Right, and then I should have the bottom, the bridge floor done, so this should ding through at some point, but it's not. So, it's all those little pieces that we're trying to catch. It's always a bit of a pain. But you can see the vertical struts, so this is, what I was talking about. Like, now I should get the other side pretty quickly, but yeah, you can see it takes longer with caked on dirt in certain areas. Alright, get a better angle here. And again, it's getting the light stuff off. Alright, so yellow and green is what I need, but yeah, this is strong enough that it's probably getting what I need into those areas, getting most of the dirt off. Alright, wow, so you can see what a mess that is over there. Wow. I'm just glad it doesn't, because I really don't want to try to have to bring the little stool up here. I still may, but I'm hoping not. So, I think I only got 2 of the 4 slats, so it is a bit of a challenge. But tower floor. But yeah, this makes it a little more manageable. I mean, I'm 13 minutes into this session. I've got about another 8%, and I didn't have, obviously, the nozzle the whole time. So, there's a bunch of pieces, but I'd say progress-wise, that's actually probably not bad. The climbing pole platform. Yeah, this is a pain. I'll tell you that. Trying to spray something like this. Oh, the climbing pole support is separate. Yeah, obviously I'm sure I need to get that from the outside as well. But the vertical struts, again, they're just all one big group. So we're going to get, whatever, $10 or something once all of those are done. Oh, that's really far away. I'm like seeing the dirt on the other tower because it's behind there, and I'm like, why is it not coming off? That would be because it really can't. I mean, come on. Creosote is fungicidal, cheap, and just an absolute joy to pour. Admittedly, it is also profoundly toxic to humans when ingested. Swings and roundabouts. Okay. So don't eat your swings, is what I think I'm getting out of that. So if you ever decided that one looked really tasty, just resist. I don't understand. I mean, but obviously, again, when you're pouring it, it's liquid, and obviously there's, I'm sure, accidents where people ingest it, not on purpose, hence the word accident, but anyway. I'll just clean. Nothing's going to make sense there, but yeah, see, but all these roofs are, again, just like the vertical struts, are all one big compilation here. So is tower roof. So that's partially why it's taken a long time. Alright. So rotate. Let's go vertical again. Oh, the whole bridge guard. I think I only got $3 for it. It comes up so fast, which is partially good, but it's like, so it's hard to see what actually happens when it happens, so. Alright. So I want to say, I thought those were $3 for that. You know, it's just decent for the size that it is. Alright, let's see. So we got the top, although it's tower upper wall. I don't know if it's more than one piece, but there's probably, again, an outside. Alright, we get... Hey, we got the ground. Or the floor, whoops. Rotating the nozzle again and having that fun interaction. I mean, again, we've done the outside of the vertical struts, so I would expect those to be down lower. I am surprised, but, well, climbing pole guard. There's some more vertical. Alright, so we got the monkey bars. Those are almost probably certainly going to need to be, well, they're working better than I thought. But again, there's probably a top portion, because, I mean, yeah, they're visually working well, but clearly it's going to take more than that, because we're not gaining a lot of percent of things done here. Let's see. Alright. So, am I kind of done here? Did I do everything on top? I think so. This side? Not great. So let's rotate, get that. Because again, those are pretty large hunks of things that aren't done. Alright. Let's turn this off and let's head over here and do this huge amount of stuff that's still left. So we'll do the ground, I guess, just like we were. See, but this is where, that's what I was hoping the big nozzle for. You can see how quick the flooring is going. I'm going to come back and basically get the in the slats stuff later, I think. But yeah, you can see how things are moving pretty quickly on all of that. Alright, well, we're at the top of the slide. That'll be good. Oop, another support strut. So hey, every little bit should have over 1,000, and then we'll be able to really see if there's something we want to do. Alright, let's see how the walls go. But, you know, you can see it made pretty quick work of the flooring. Like we had some pretty large areas, and so I wish I had discovered this earlier, even on the first job. I mean, I knew it was going to take a while, and I just thought you had to earn the nozzles and then eventually buy them, but obviously that wasn't the case, so shame on me. And I'm sure maybe if I had taken a little while and just kind of looked at the, oh wow, all these roofs, so maybe you got to get all the roofs done to get $60, alright, because it's basically starting over with this piece, and I'm like, well, that doesn't help any. Alright, let's get the vertical struts, which do seem to all be attached. And then we should have these side guards. But let's go see if we can get most of this slide taken care of now. That would be excellent if we could get this one to ding off for us. Doesn't look like it's happening. Again, I don't want to slide down. What am I missing? What am I missing? We're missing the slide platform on it, obviously. So, something. Alright, well, I know I'm missing stuff there. You know, that's easy enough. Like that I can see, but... Alright. Get some more vertical struts. There we go. The side guard for the slide. Oops. And then we'll hopefully get this. Dings are always good. Just the E and the R are right next to each other. I've talked about it before, so... I want to say the vertical struts were like $40. I mean, there was certainly a good amount there. I know I hadn't done the uppers before we came out here, so anyway, let me finish, or at least make a good old college try in here. I don't know how you get caked on dirt on the underside of something like this. I mean, it's one thing, people walking on it, but, you know, unless someone's, like, throwing dirt up there, like, that really shouldn't require extra pressure washing to get clean. But I'm sure it's just a pattern of dirt that the sim uses to kind of just help, make things a little bit more consistent and not... You know, I'm sure it just gets applied repeatedly and keeps the size reasonable rather than, you know, some random dirt generation. Man, we are not even halfway. So yeah, I mean, it's quicker, but, you know, these are the type of things, though, we know they're going to take longer, because, I mean, you're dealing with little angles and pretty much everything you can think of that would make things a little more challenging and difficult. And obviously, again, we've got to do the outside. All right, so let's go get the bridge here now. So we'll do the top bars, the large bridge guards. So this should be, because I think the small bridge guard was like, whatchamacallit, was $3. So I'd hope the large bridge guards, you know, at least $4. I would hope it's more than that, but it may not be. Alright. I might try the stronger nozzle, and then maybe I can get most of it done there, but, alright. Yeah, this is just tight quarters, for sure. Alright. So now we'll go up and down on the slats. Hopefully those will clear up, although this may just all be, no, they're bridge slats. I'm like, they might require the whole thing to be clean, because I thought maybe this was all part of one thing, but it's not. Alright. So I don't know why these are, but maybe I just didn't do the outside of these on the other side. No, although that one didn't go, but maybe, I don't know. I don't know why I'm trying to speculate, because I'm never going to know the answer as to what happened. There we go. Alright, so the large bridge guard, but again, I didn't see it. As far as, oh, well, the slats here make sense now, because you can see the sides are pretty bad on all of these, although now I've gotten them, and are they bad on this side? No. Maybe I just do have to do the other piece. Tower support cleaned, I saw. I don't know exactly where that is. Alright, so let's go get these, get a little closer so that it's not as screwy. But then also we can get the outside of this, and you can see the tower support struts and the roof doing pretty well here. Now again, I've been in there, so that support piece should have been enough, but it's not. That's disappointing again. It's just interesting, because I don't know that you'd have anything like this that was like this filthy, but then the paint is like in such awesome shape. I mean, that's the thing that's really funny with the whole situation there. So, like, you know, you clean it and it's this pristine, beautiful yellow thing. Alright, gotta get these. Just when I think, oh, I've gotten most of it, and again, the 89% tells me I haven't gotten most of it, but in my head, I feel like I've been everywhere. I don't understand. Alright, I was going to say, that's all part of roof, I'm sure. Which it is. And tower roof struts. I did not realize we had a big fancy direct one, so that also helps. Look at all the things I'm learning on this job, right? Alright, so now we're going to do this. And I said I was going to come back and do these, and honestly I forgot till I was just about here and had done that thing. I'm like, yeah, that would be great if I can't get things out of these crevices. Because, yeah, if you look at the tower floor, like, we've just got so little. There we go. Alright. So that had to be a good hunk of something. And again, just peeking out at the edge. Getting the tower roof cleaned up as much as possible. Getting that done. Alright. What else are we missing, other than the obvious things that I just can't easily get to. Alright, so we'll head on down. Alright, let me do some of these still that I can do from this level. So some of these walls should work out better. We can do pretty well on the vertical struts from the ground, it looks like. But that's interesting. Did it give me? Yeah, it seems like it did. I thought the vertical struts were all like a big giant group, and now suddenly one got done on its own. Huh. Alright. $3 per strut. So I just need to figure these last pieces out. So that's the one I couldn't get to ding. Come on. Really? Oh, I see. That would be why. Got a whole segment there that we're not getting credit for. Yeah, it is just not letting me clean that. I don't know why. There we go. Yeesh. Like, this should not be that challenging. But it clearly was. Alright, again, we'll get the strut. We got, I don't know if that was the wall or just the bottom piece. Alright, well, things are dinging quick now. That's always good, right? Alright, I'm trying to figure out. So yeah, if I do that, like that should... Problem is this is so focused, it'll work, but it's probably very, very... Like I probably got tons of stuff missed, yep. But the question is if I can get most of this, for some of these things, taken care of from here. Alright. So yeah, I think this was the side where I wasn't getting... Alright, so we got the floor cleaned, $5. Alright, that slat clean. Now we just need to start getting all this stuff. Holy moly. There are things everywhere. I don't understand. Ding ding is always good. Yeah, the tower lower wall, like there's not a lot there. Oh my goodness, this is like still not working. It's like too far. Alright, we did get that vertical strut. I mean, I know I'm going to need more with the roof and all of that. Alright. This side. So yeah, I have become radio silent, I realize. Sorry. I was just focusing so much on trying to, like, get those last little pieces and, like, hey, how can I get credit? See what I bet? Oh yeah, there's stuff everywhere. Alright, so it is not going to give me credit for any of that garbage up there. Like, I'm going to have to come down for sure. Alright, let's get the back of this thing as clean as we can, because the climbing wall we're obviously not getting credit for. If I go down here, can I see anything? Not really. Oh, okay. So it's the old crackaroonies again. There we go. Alright. Alright, so the slide support, and then I'm guessing, oh yeah, there we go. That's the slide problem. We've got all this gunk under here. So it's just a matter of how much of that am I not getting credit for. But this slide really should be done soon. Wow. This is nuts, I'll tell you that. There we go. My goodness. Just the stuff we need to get certain things done. It's a lot. Alright, so if I turn that, seems like, oh yeah, that is way too far away. So we're going to go to the slightly wider nozzle here and try to get more of the vertical struts and all that. There we go again. Our favorite wrong button. Right. Yeah, I knew this side had to be filthy, so let's see what we can do with the climbing pole itself. Wow. Holy moly. Alright, so we got that. We should get the sides and all that pretty easily. Alright, I probably need to start carrying some of this stuff. Let's see. It's always so hard to interact with the pieces of equipment. It just does not logically work where you think it should. Alright, so better result a little bit here, but it is still painful. especially since I'm moving again. There's just a lot going on. Alright, let's get very focused. Maybe we can get most of that. Alright, we can. And definitely from here without trying to move everything over and over, but this is, again, part of the whole monkey bar thing. It's interesting how... Wow, it's just not giving me credit on any of these. So, yeah, I was hoping this was going to be quick. Who was I kidding? Alright, alright, let me see what I can do with this ladder. I think I just need to obviously be... Oh, I see. I got it now. Alright. Stop moving. And can I go to... Okay, so hold on. So yellow, no, that yellow's the one I had. Green is the one that's a little broader, I think. Yes, that's the 25-degree nozzle. So again, how high is it going to let me get here? Really becomes the question. Now the question is that one panel? Alright. So, let me go down. And then again, we'll grab it, or we'll try to grab it. I see. Alright. And then we'll put it there. And we'll go up. I gotta remember to turn off or turn back on the movement, because it's just not working. Alright, I don't understand what's still with the monkey bars and why aren't they working? Alright, should be an in-between where I can get a good portion of this without having to go to too many other places here. See, and I think this is all like one tower roof, but I don't know for certain. Alright, monkey bar support. Oh, look at that. We've got one tower roof support strut cleared finally. Alright, what have we got? It's amazing how challenging this surface, like this is going to be worse. Yeah, I don't understand. Alright, and clearly it's the other side of the monkey bars, so let's pick it up, turn it around, put it there, and then, oh yeah, here we go. Turn it off. Yeah, because I couldn't get this one from the ground easily. So that was just a lot of kind of disgustingness all mixed together. Alright, monkey bars are clean. Alright, so let's get the roof over here. Oh boy. Yeah. Turn it off. Oh, well, there we go. There's the climbing pole in the top of it that I can't see. And alright, so that was the side, the tower support strut, whatever it is. Alright, let's see what we can do with the tower roof now. So I should be able to hopefully go with the green, make some faster movements. Although, again, this is where it starts to fall apart when we start spraying near the top there. Alright, and so you can see I definitely didn't have a good portion of the top done. And alright, what's next? Yeah, let's go over there, put that up. Whoops. There we go, get the tower. Now we need to get these struts over here, or these, whatever, supports, whatever they're called. Come on. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I can't move sideways, so this is not helping me. So, let's see again if we can... But you can see, like, it's just not... I mean, I can do it, but it takes a lot of focused effort to get these pieces. And again, this tower roof is going to be like both sides, I think, for one part. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. See, and this works a little better, but it's just so focused that it takes a long, long time to cover all the space. Not sure how far over it'll get, or if I need to do something else. Let's see. What if will it let me go up there? Alright, yeah, it gets me strangely closer, but okay. We'll take what we can get. Again, I think the goal is get most of it. See what we can do. Alright, so we got that. Oh, gotta get all this. Let's go green. Go up and down. So yeah, now it explains why a lot of these slats were not happening. Although, now it doesn't. Just getting $1 for each of those. Obviously, there's the bridge finally. Oops. We'll rotate this. We got the vertical strut. What are we missing? So, 96%. You can almost taste it, right? I guess let's see what we can do from here. Oh goodness, well, that makes that a lot more obvious. But yeah, that's all part of tower roof. Alright, I think. Alright, so we got that. Does that get into every little nook and cranny? Maybe. Alright. Let's go over to the side, because we know we need to do that. kind of line up. Go green. Yeah, it's like every time it resets that C key, so you immediately start spraying, and man, this just will not. And I could understand the top being pretty caked on, I guess. But I'm like, this is just not giving me any slack at all. That is nuts. So there's some large progress here. 97%. This is a big piece. I mean, let's not kid ourselves here. Just hard to know which version of this to use. Because yeah, now it's like giving us a little more movement over there. Alright. Because yeah, I don't think I can... it's not going to let me... Alright, it's going to let me go up there, though. Come on. I need the tower roof. Oh my goodness. Alright. I just cannot believe it's having such a difficult time. There we go. Wow. Alright, well, we are over 1,000. A good ways over 1,000, so that's nice. How do I get... I'm going to have to take the other piece up there, I guess, because I'm like, how do I get some of the other stuff? Again, floating around, looking around. And this is all part of roof. So it didn't do too bad, actually. It just had some of the really caked on, yucky stuff from the other side. Yeah, but you can't move sideways up here, is what kind of stinks. Man, there's more gunk up here than one would think. Alright. So that was really what I needed, were the struts, I think. Do we have the cargo net? I probably don't. Yeah, the edge here is kind of what I figured, so I may go try to get this taken care of. Because, yeah, I think the problem we're going to have is all... Yeah, we're right against the fence here. It's going to be all these pieces on the edge, on that bottom edge that we would have never gotten. But, you know, it's the bottom and the top. So, shouldn't have to go, obviously, around the whole thing. It's going to chew up a good amount of those. I think this is where we... Oh no, this isn't where we started. This is the Stego space. I just saw the red. So I'm like, I think I did a pretty good job when I got in there, and I still stick with that. I think I did do a pretty good job. But it's just how much needs to be cleaned up. It is so close. You can see we're like a little blink. There we go. All right. So that's 98. All right. So it's that roof over there. All right. Let me grab... I think I'm going to need the step stool. So let me grab that. whoops. That's not what I wanted. And then we'll go up here, and I think that's the issue. I've got to get, like, up there. And then maybe I can get portions of this, but there's not really a way. Man, this is so difficult to get the angle here. I mean, you can see how it's not giving me any credit for most of this. I'll just keep kind of doing that, but come on. And that might be what I need to do with these. I don't know. Now some of this, let me go back down here, because like I know we have the roof over here. Like that's going to be a big portion. And I can get to it, there you go, from there. And I'll just stay on this side. We'll rotate this and see what we can get. As you can see, there's at least a little bit of movement. You know, and I can get higher up here, so that makes things simpler for sure. Just is it going to be enough to get the majority of this? God, there's still a lot showing up. Alright, so we got that. Now can I get over there? Yes. Alright, roof is clean. So now let's look. Alright, I've got stools, the lower walls, the roof support struts. See, it's like trying to find some of these. Man. Alright, the cargo net, the climbing pole, we know that. Alright, let me go back down. Alright, so whoops. I want to move over here. There's clearly these. Sorry about that. Come on. There's not a lot in here. Is there that much on the outside? I don't understand. Well, or maybe that one is clean. I don't know. See, but it's this climbing pole thing. It's going to be really interesting. I need that to give me some credit. Alright, well clearly we've got wall problems there. So I'm sure that is not, or is one of the pieces I need to get dealt with. Alright, there's that. But what is left on this climbing pole? I mean, it's still showing a lot. Alright, so something else is, oh, the monkey bar ladder. Wow. Alright, so the struts. Now what about... Okay, so the... Wow, okay. Well, that makes sense. I think I probably need to go down. Whoops, no. Ay, stop. Alright, now we need to go up and down, I bet. Monkey bars are good, but the ladder itself has still got some gunk somewhere. Here? Alright, yeah, maybe from this side. There we go. Alright. So we know we had this, whoops, we see the cargo net over there, so that is what we've got here. Let's see, there we go. Alright, so we got the cargo net. I'm guessing we need to, oops, let's rotate this. I'm guessing that wall is not done yet. I could, no, it's definitely not, but... There we go. Alright, and then the stools, where are they? I know they're along the house here somewhere, but why am I not seeing them? Oh, there they are, okay. So I'm guessing, again, these are like this stuff. Again, and yes, you can see the underside of the stools are filthy. It's just not going to give it to us, but... Where's the tower trim? Oh, I see. The tower trim is okay, but yes, I also think we had the tower tabletop. Let's stand up. What have we got? Alright, so that edge over there, and then that oh yeah, there was a lot there. Alright, and the stools on the underside, basically. So let's head over this way. There we go. Alright, let's take a peek again. Alright, clean, clean, clean. Climbing pole guards. That may actually be it, so let's just... Probably isn't, but let me... Alright, well, the vertical bar, so that's definitely a part. Whoops. So... Alright, that's slat. What else? The bridge floor. Alright, I'm just looking. Anything else that's given me a white... Okay, so it's not that protector. Maybe it's that one? There we go. Alright. So let's look back again. Clean, clean. Alright, large bridge slats. 2 of those. A roundabout floor plate. And a slide guard. Alright. So one of the slide guards is probably that one. Yes. It is very dirty from somewhere. So let's see what we can get over here. The tower vertical strut also, okay. Alright, so the slide guard is clean. Yeah, that vertical strut is not. So somewhere... What do I need to do? There we go. Alright, and the tower upper wall. Is that going to require a move upstairs, or it might. Alright, let me see if I can I get up the slide here? Oh yeah, wow. Alright, I see that. Okay. And then, what was it? One of the roundabout things. So let's see. what we can see on these. Which one looks... Alright. There we go. So that's that. Large bridge slats. That's right. We had 2 of those. So that would be this one. Alright. Alright, that one. Okay. So that's one. And then we're going to have something over here too. Bridge slat, bridge slat, bridge, bridge, bridge. This one. What's missing on this one? There we go. Still something else. Alright. So, clean, clean. What is a clean? Oh, still a cup. Wow. Alright, small bridge slat. Tower, lower walls. A good amount of those. And still another support strut and a roof support strut somewhere. And tower trims. And tower vertical struts. So we've still got a good amount here. So let's see. We're just basically going to have to walk around and see. Whoop, I saw it there somewhere, one of those. Slat, slat, slat. There it is. Let's see, maybe it's... Okay, tower vertical strut. Okay. Must be on this side. Oh yeah, I'm guessing it's that one. Or not. So it's that one, but there we go. Alright. So where else have we got things that we need? Cargo net. I'm just kind of, whoop, saw something. Maybe that's the lower wall. No. Vertical. Something popped. Oh my goodness. How do you know which one? It's something up here. Something on this tower, but like it could be anything, for goodness sake. Vertical. Support. I'm just wondering, like, if I go, will it... So if I do that, and now go out, does it, like, light them up anywhere? I don't think so. Alright, I can tell that one wasn't set. Like, I know there was something here, and I know there's some lower walls, so... I think it was just one of the lower walls, so... Maybe, like, this would logic... Yeah, okay. I'm like, the ones behind something would be more logical than the others. No, this one, too. You can see the top, for sure. Alright. So I think there were only 2 lower walls, but there were these, like... it's gotta be that one up there. What else? What else? Oh. Alright, so it is like blinking. So let me let up there. So it's something with that one. Like a lot with that one. That's crazy. Alright, let me get on there. Probably not the best way to do this, but alright. So tower vertical struts. Alright, so if I go here, and now let's say where these vertical struts. If I click on that, do they then blink? Yes, they do. Alright, cool. Well, that makes it like not unreasonable. Again, I'm assuming these are frankly on the outside, so let me go do this. Were these? Where is it showing up as dirty? I see. Must be up there. But it's not giving it to me. If it is, there we go. Alright, so now we've got tower trims. So where is that? I was hoping I could zoom out, but I can't. What are tower trims? Oh, are these like the goofy things like up on the floor? They might be. Okay, let me go underneath. I think those are the... I think they're these things. So it's one of those. Alright. So let's see what we see. Huh. Hitting the tab key now. Yeah, I don't know what the tower trims are. Unless they're those, but... So yeah, this is the challenge. Just trying to figure out what the heck it is. Alright, well, it's one of the lower walls too, so let's pick that as well. Because that should be a pretty obvious blinking thing. Or not. I don't understand. There, okay. Now is it just showing the one side? No, it's not, so, but that's good. Okay, so I'm guessing it's somewhere on the inside. Alright. And now tower trims. So let me... down there. So what is dirty? I don't understand. Because I assume it's not the other side either. Alright, well, let me just go along it and hope we get it at some point. There we go. Job finally completed. So that was as challenging and horrendously difficult as I figured it would be. I mean, even watching the quick replay, for goodness sakes. But as I said, I don't know that I'd be like, oh yeah, let's do this thing again. Like, it was a lot. So basically have the house we had, a more complicated house that's going to require a ladder, and then a simple, golf cart job. So that's what we've got to deal with. So once again, I'm sure I'll do the golf cart, and then we'll delve into something else. Again, now I know the nozzles a little bit better. But, you know, if we go here, like, unless they start giving us a little bit more info and see, like, these, you know, you need a certain washer. And if you don't have that washer, well, then you have a problem. And so, you know, that might be the thing is like, well, do I go and deal with power washers? But see, we have light duty. The Urban's the medium duty. And then you start getting up to these. And see, I don't know if that, I think I need 40 stars, whatever that is. And then to get professional duty, you got to get up to 90 stars. So, I mean, I can step up to this, but you can see we get a couple more points in service, you know, encrusted, embedded, tough, stubborn, like all that increases. So certainly the stubborn is nice, but like ingrained and oily, like I can't even touch that really until I get to the others. And so it becomes the issue, like, okay, then you buy this, but then you're going here, and then, you know, that's the Urban. So, like, we have Prime Vista 1500 is what we have. And, like, I think, you know, if I go out here, yeah, I mean, I guess I don't have whatever that other piece is, because what I was looking at was looking at this, where, you know, it increases the area of effect. So, I don't know, while maintaining maximum pressure. You know, it's $15. It might be worth a try at a lower washer. But basically, you know, the Prime Vista 3000 is the higher one. So basically, I've got this Urban, and you kind of have basically 3 or 4 things for each washer is basically what it is. So, you know, because I could get a short extension, a long extension, a soap nozzle. So, you know, if I had the soap nozzle, I guess, you know, use with cleaning liquids to rapidly cut through all dirt types. Like, it might be worth trying. I don't know. We'll see. But in the meantime, as I said, probably not something that's going to make the channel often, a lot. I don't know. It just really ends up being like, when do I feel like doing something? So I just wanted to get in the second time and at least see how the game progresses. But as I said, I don't know, like, if the playground's going to come up again. Like, is it going to get dirty, and is it basically going to be the same? You know, because it really is just kind of a very OCD type thing. So as I said way early, probably 2 hours ago, in cleaning this playground, that was a lot of the comments for people like, oh, it really helps my OCD, or I'm autistic and it's a game I love because I can focus and so forth. You know, and maybe that's more the audience. It's not that I don't enjoy it. I mean, I certainly would have enjoyed it a lot less if I paid full price. I think it's well done still for what it is. I mean, it's definitely very visually stunning. I mean, a lot of bright colors and stuff like that. But anyway, this is way long enough. I don't even know what it's going to turn into because it's split across 2 videos, but I'm guessing it's going to be darn near 3 or 4 hours. So if someone somehow made it through, maybe you're one of those folks. And thank you for watching. But either way, I mean, or if you did this in like half-hour sessions over like a month of your life, thank you too. You know, all that viewing certainly helps the channel and so forth. But just give me feedback, because this is one of those that's like, if I suddenly find there's a huge audience that's like, oh yeah, I love this thing, keep it coming, keep it coming. It's not that I detest it. I mean, it's just I'm worried if I spend 4 hours, because literally, like, this probably used up the majority of my sim time today, and that was not the intent. I really did not think this was going to take anywhere near that long, but until I try it, I don't know. You know, I've certainly learned some things. I think things will go quicker, like certainly the bungalow, you know, with the wider piece. And, you know, at this point, now that I have $1,275, now that I got $600 paid, and I've got a job, you know, spending $75 for the soap nozzle, $15 for the other, just to see what they do and how they impact the process. Like, maybe that's the magic bullet. It's like, ooh, now suddenly I can get a house like that done in an hour because with the soap, it just comes off, or, but who knows? I'm speculating, but let me know if this is worth doing more consistently. But I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't touch this for another month. But you let me know. As always, if you like this but did not drop a like, or if you are not yet a subscriber, please consider those things. They help the channel, they help it grow, they help get it more of a community here. And my goal really is pretty simple. Let's just get some folks who like Sims, and we're chatting amongst each other, and we just keep going forward. And as I come across things, there are a couple things that I have on my wish list that I have no idea when they're coming, that I've either read or heard good things about. I think it's like 2 things. So that's really all I'm potentially looking for at this point. I definitely have got so many things that I've come across on sales now that I'm getting a little gun shy of adding more, because it's just I'm spread too thin. I've got all the mini games that I do enjoy, and all these things I enjoy, but it just becomes challenging for a channel unless I really find those people who are I just love Sims. I love any kind of sim, and I'll watch anything. I just start to get worried there isn't then enough content for anybody who's like here for Tower Simulator 3, or God forbid if you're one of those people who joined the channel specifically because I started doing Police Simulator or Firefighting Simulator. I'm going to do them again. I just can't tell you when, because my bread and butter is kind of really the flight sim and the golf and the farm sim and the trucking. Those are kind of the things that I really work hard to stay consistent with, because those are still my core loves. The other things I enjoy, but there's only so much time. So you guys let me know, and I will see you next time.